Hello, hello, good morning. Welcome to the first live of this challenge, the August challenge to balance your chakras with sound. So let's start with 3 breaths. And just really feel the air filling up your lungs and your belly. And then breathe out. And then in. And out. And final one in. And out. Lovely. So whoever is here, please say hello. Say hello. It's always nice to interact, at least in the written form. So we are starting with the first chakra today, which is the root chakra. But before we go there, we will speak about what chakras actually are and what their general function is and why they are important. So if you think of your skeleton as the kind of the scaffold for the physical body, this is exactly what the chakras are for actually all of your being. So I believe that energy comes first, that everything is first energy and then other things. I mean, I don't need to believe it, I know it. And I'm sure all of us have heard this and hopefully know this as well. So when we think about energy, it's a little bit like in our minds, it's a little bit like a mass of maybe light or a mass of electrons or atoms. And we don't really think of energy as an organized structure or, just something organized in general. And the thing about chakras is that they are exactly the organizers of our being, of our energy. In general, energy in the universe is very organized. We all know that there are patterns in nature that repeat themselves throughout everything, throughout like the construction of human body, throughout how the flowers look. If we really zoom in very, very closely, and sometimes even on the outside, there's this vegetable, and I forgot the name of it, but it's green, and it's of the cabbage family, I believe, and it has these geometric structures. It's like a geometric pattern, literally. You can see it in the vegetable. And this is just the macro. This is just the representation of that organization that is in nature everywhere. And so nature is truly self-organizing. And we, as part of nature, we must be working that way as well. So if you think about the chakras, it's like the skeleton. They are like the skeleton of our being. And in the Western system, we use the 7 chakra system. So we'll go through them just now. But as you know, we are going to have lives every Tuesday and every Saturday. And each live will be 1 chakra. And then the 2 last lives will be, first one will be a chanting session, and second one will be a sound bath online. So we'll start with the root, which is the topic for today, and that is the lowest chakra. It is at the base of the spine, so more or less where you sit on. It's the groin area. So when we start from that chakra, the root chakra, the name is pretty obvious. It connects to the ground. We go up and we complete with the crown chakra at the top of the head. So if you think about the chakras, because they run in our body, they run along this axis, okay? Along this main axis, so the vertical axis of the body. And if you have like a rod or a pole that you imagine running through the middle of your body vertically, the chakras are these nodes of energy, and they are the organizers of energy and matter. So we have this vertical pole, and all around there is the organizing of energy. And once the energy is organized and there is a scaffold, the matter can be built on it, can be organized around it as well. Yes? So this is the easiest way I can find to actually explain what chakras are and why they are important. So I guess it is pretty obvious why they are important, because without the scaffold, there is no structure. Without the skeleton, there is no human body. So it's the basis. It's they are the organizing centers, and all together they create this main command center, if you like, of the whole being that we are in these physical bodies, and our emotions and our mental bodies, and obviously our auras, our energy fields here on Earth. So don't you think this is ingenious from the energy point of view, that we have this system and that it is geometric in a way, because we can really define where the chakras are or feel where they are, and we can balance them and we can tune into them, and everything can be really shifted and adjusted just as we tune into the chakras. So let's get into the root chakra. The root chakra is red in color, so that's why I'm wearing red today. And this is also a little tip, because that's one of the ways to balance the root chakra. It is to wear red, yes? So anything that will be similar to the color of the ground, especially when you think of autumn colors, they are reds, browns, blacks as well, yes? So anything that is very close to the soil color, the soil, and leaves as well. Not the yellow ones, just the red ones. Okay, so this is one of the ways to balance that chakra. But let's go into the functions, okay? What this chakra connects to, what the role is of that particular chakra. And I'm just looking at my notes here, so please forgive me if I look away a little bit sometimes. It's just to keep myself on track. Just so I have a structure as well, yes? So, as I said, the location of the chakra is the base of the spine or the groin area. So if you were to put your hand exactly in the middle of where, like under your bum, of when you sit, that's where your root chakra is, exactly in the middle. And the element associated with this chakra is the earth. So that is pretty obvious because it is the closest one to the actual ground, to the actual earth, planet Earth. Yeah. The things associated, let's kind of divide them into physical, okay? So there are organs or parts of the body that are associated with the root chakra, and their emotions and their well, thinking. Let's connect the two, the emotions and thinking. And obviously there is the energy as well, so beliefs and that kind of, everything kind of overlaps. There is no actual borders between the four bodies, but I'll do my best to kind of give it a little bit of an order. So the organs or the parts, obviously the feet, because they are the very contact points with the earth. And you might have heard about grounding from Lilia or somebody else. And, Lilia goes out to take cold swims, I guess, every day. So this is really, really grounding. This is really balancing for the body. There is an exchange of electrons. Actually, when we touch the earth, even the water, it's like the ions from the earth come up through the feet and go into the body and balance the electrons. Usually when we think a lot, there is a lot of positive ions in our body and around our head, in our energy. When we connect with the earth sends and has a supply of negative ions. So plus, minus, they balance out. Yes, they neutralize each other. So in this way, your mind can calm down. It's not literally charged, it can calm down. Yes. So please do walk bare feet. It's grounding, and that means also really, really good for your body. What else? We have the vertebral column, which is just basically your spine, that is associated with the root because that's the start of the spine, if you like. We have the skeleton as well. So that's like the very start, the very core, let's say, of our human body. So if you have any problems, for instance, with your back, I mean, it all stems from the spine, yes? And the spine starts in the root chakra. So especially lower back problems will be associated with the root chakra. All right, so what else? So that is the organs. Some people mention that blood is associated with the root chakra as well. If you just think about it, maybe simply because of the color, yes? And because it's the basis as well of functioning of the human body, blood, yes? All right, so when we think about emotions and ideas that are connected to this chakra, well, first and foremost, when we just think about the physical presence on this planet, that is the actual physical safety. So the physical safety of the body is what is connected to the root chakra. So let's say if you yourself go out and at some point you are maybe in a darker street, or you're in a part, or like a part of the city that is not very safe or doesn't feel very safe to you, or you are somewhere and there is a huge storm and trees are falling down, you're actually, or you might, it's not a given, you might be afraid of, some damage to your physical body. So you might feel that your security is endangered somehow, like the safety of your actual physical vessel on the earth. So, I truly know this, that when you're fully balanced in your chakras, in all of them, including the root, it is absolutely, I forgot the word. It does not matter what happens outside. You just feel safe and secure and well at all times. All right? So the conditions do not sway you when you are balanced in your chakras. Okay? Important to remember. That's why we're doing the chakra balancing. What else? So we have the financial security as well. So the root chakra is very much associated with money, very much. So if you find yourself having money problems, then that's because your root chakra is not balanced. You are not grounded and not balanced in the root. And any lower back problems as well, they usually represent either fear of being unsafe, as physically unsafe, or just some problems or thoughts about financial insecurity. So a good one to remember. Okay, what else? What else we have? Grounding, I mentioned already. The foundation, it's obvious. It's about just being in the body, all in all. Yes, it's about just feeling right here, right now. When you are feeling right here in this moment, fully present, that means that in your root chakra, you're completely balanced. All right? Okay. Any questions? And I'm not sure, because I don't see any of your comments. Please say hello if you are here live. It would be lovely to connect, at least in this way. And we will go into the sound part now, okay? So just give me a moment. I have some notes here as well. Okay, so let's start with the chanting itself. So chanting and sound healing, sound balancing. Oh, I'm seeing some hellos. It actually doesn't come up as I usually see, like the comments don't come up in the same way, but okay, I'll do my best to read them as they come. So sound healing and chanting and using your voice obviously is an ancient practice, and we know that it is a skill apparently that we have developed as human beings at some point on this planet. I'm not gonna go into when because opinions are divided on that. And we know that like communication and just expressing yourself in sound in general is the basis, one of the bases of the interactions, yes, of us interacting with each other. But it is also a very, very powerful way to connect to the energy. Why? Because sound itself is vibration. As it travels through the air, it literally moves the air atoms. And this is how we can hear sound as well, and how we can create sound through our voice strings. So, you know, sound is energy because it is vibration. It moves things, it changes things, it affects molecules. And when we think about the chakras, I've just explained that the chakras are energy systems, like, and they are energy vortices, if you like. So I always describe the chakras as kind of almost like galaxies, all right? Galaxies just swirling and swirling and swirling. So if you think of a galaxy, they have these arms. If you look at the Milky Way galaxy or any picture, it's about that that motion, that movement. It's part of the organization and part of the function, because each chakra distributes the energy throughout the body, throughout the being, okay? So we have each chakra swirling like a vortex or like a galaxy throughout our body. And when we use sound, we use energy, and each chakra is energy as well, yes? So that means that with sound, we can affect each chakra, each vortex, each energy galaxy, if you like, inside of us. So I've just explained to you some roles of the root chakra. So if we can affect each chakra with sound, then that means that all of these functions that I mentioned can be affected, that all of these areas that I spoke about can be affected in some way, yes? So, examples, I have chanted my way through life. I have always been very connected to sound ever since I was small. I attended music schools and I have played various instruments, and I have, recently, but it was more than 10 years ago now, I have started playing singing bowls, okay? I just heard them and I was like, oh, this is it. And I have truly chanted and sounded my way through life. So examples, I have manifested a lovely home, and I truly know that this is because I chanted for it. All right? And I have had immediate results, like immediate proofs of the chanting. So I chant for communication as well. Sometimes in my family or just among people, you know, as you communicate with a lot of people, you want your communication to be the clearest it can be. So I chant for the clarity in communication and also to expand communication. And I had a time when I wanted that more people contact me and that I am clear with them as well. So the communication channel is clear. And literally after every chanting session, I would get an email or two or a text or a message via Facebook. It was like magic. And right now it's the same. I mean, for me, this is one of the fastest way to manifest, actually, is to chant. And manifesting can be anything. It can be changing the way you feel. It can be changing the way you think. It can be changing actually physical things in your body and outside. It can be affecting your interaction and communication with the world. So really, there are no limits to chanting because sound is energy and we are in the field. We are at the very core energy. So it is so obvious for me, and I hope that it is clear and quite logical for you as well right now, that we ourselves can affect ourselves and our world, our reality with sound. And that gets me to the sound healing part now, the actual sound healing. I have decided actually for now not to use the singing bowls, okay? And that's because I want you all to feel that you can do this as well. You don't need a singing bowl, you don't need any instrument, because all the instruments you have, all the instruments are within you, okay? Everything is within you. So your own voice is, all the organs, all the body producing your own voice is the most healing sound to your cells. It is the most healing sound to your cells. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the voice that you have, okay? So that's the first thing. We'll be using sound to chant, to affect our root chakra, to feel more grounded, to feel more in the body, to, let's say, when you feel anxious or or overthinking in your head, then that means your energy is here instead of at the bottom, yes? Or instead of being distributed evenly throughout. Then chanting to the root chakra will really help you to bring that energy and calm your mind, all right? So there is scientific proof. I mean, I could speak about this for ages, as you can see, and there is scientific proof that even 10 minutes of chanting reduces anxiety and alleviates depression, all right? So imagine if you can chant for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes in your life, how much would your life change? How differently would you respond to your environment? How differently would your day go if you start your day with chanting and you start with a clear mind, clean slate, emptiness inside? It really helps to stop the self-thinking, and that's one of the scientific studies actually showing that it stops to think about yourself. And let's face it, when we think about ourselves, usually we worry. We worry about ourselves, how we will behave, about our well-being, about our safety, about our financial security. So usually when we worry, we actually worry about ourselves, any aspect, any subject. So if you can chant and stop that chatter, then you go around empty. And through that emptiness is the biggest clarity, the biggest clarity. Let's go and chant now. We'll first do the so-called, I call it, passive sound healing, which means I invite you to simply be receiving the sound healing. So I'll use my own voice and I'll tune into the energy of the group. Whoever watches it, live or via recording, know that some sounds will be resonant with you and others might not be, and that's okay. And also, I invite you to be very open-minded. So, if you feel like laughing when I make the craziest sounds, then please, by all means. For me, the most important is that I feel good. And if I get there through making crazy sounds, so be it. So this is my choice, and this is your choice as well. So for me, feeling good and feeling well is the most important thing, because that dictates how my day goes and how I interact with the world, how I relate to other people. If I'm kind or not depends on how I feel. So I'm going to make some sounds now for the root chakra for all of us. And I invite you to just close your eyes and listen and feel the vibrations, feel the sensations, observe. Maybe there is tingling, maybe you can see colors, maybe you just feel a certain way. And whatever you observe, please just observe and just sit and breathe. Okay? So let me take a sip of water. Okay. Everyone just breathe. Final one. Take a breath. So I welcome any sharings. Please do share about how you're feeling even after I finish the broadcast. And let us now go into the actual active sound healing, what I call active. So this will be you doing the sound, okay? You will be doing the sound. So all to do is, ideally with your eyes closed, bring your awareness and all of your attention in the root chakra, so the base of your spine. Yes, the base of your spine. So just feel, close your eyes, and also allow your breath to be in the root. So it's like your root chakra is breathing, or you're breathing through your root, in and out. Just breathing through the base of your spine where you're sitting. And with your eyes closed, allow your eyes, your physical eyes, to gently, without straining your muscles, direct their attention. So just, it's as if you look at your root chakra with your eyes closed. And right now, I invite you to make some sounds, no matter what they are, that will help you feel vibration in the root chakra. So go for it now. Sing to your root chakra. Just go for it. You can only benefit from this. Keep going. Okay. So that's wonderful. I trust and I feel as well, because I feel the energy really expanded now. So you must have been chanting, at least some of you. Please just let go of any self-awareness. I mean, who cares? This is your life. You decide. You want to feel better, you can sing or you can do other things. So this is my way that I'm showing you right now. So just please do it. Please do it. So that brings us to the home play, and that's the end of our broadcast today. I realize we've been going for quite a while, but that's because I was also explaining about the chakras in general. So the home play, so not homework, because it's not work, it's about fun. The home play is first and foremost to chant. So if you can give it 5 minutes a day, that would be great. If you can give the chanting 10 minutes, that would be great. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So whatever time you can commit to, but choose a time, let's say minimum 5 minutes a day. I chant to my root chakra. And if you chant for more, that's great. But at least you know that you have done the 5 minutes every day. And you can commit to either just the morning or just the evening, or both morning and evening. And the second home play, if you choose to accept it, is to, when you take a shower, to really be aware of your body. So allow the water to be really felt by you. Allow the skin to to feel the shower. So allow all of yourself to experience the shower, and make it an experience. Make it an experience. I'm sure some of you take cold showers here, so that must be a very explosive experience. I know, I've tried this, so I know. But it's the idea here is to get you into your body. And when you are in your body, you're balanced in your root chakra. You feel more safe, you feel more secure, including financially. You know that all is well, you feel grounded, and you start to feel like life on this planet is to be enjoyable. Yes, is to be just experienced fully, and you start to feel like being in a body is a good thing. So I invite you to have an experiential shower, and when you have a certain order in your shower, you first wash your hair and then you go down. Maybe change the order, go from the bottom up, or use your left hand when you're using your right normally. Swap things around to make yourself more aware when you are in the shower. Do home plays, chant minimum 5 minutes every day, and then take a conscious shower. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've seen some of you comment, but I'm not gonna read all the comments just now out loud because there are many. So I'm going to read all of them after the broadcast, and I'm going to reply to them as well. Also, please, if you have any questions and or any comments, any extras, any extra to add even, please by all means do. Okay, we're a community here. Let's have fun. Thank you, lovelies. Have an amazing day and enjoy your home play. See you on Saturday. Bye for now.